Hello, it is I, Brainstorm. It's- this is going to be a 3-minute review of Transformers Generations Brainstorm. As you can see, he's already transformed and already in package. Brainstorm, right here. He was a sought out action figure of mine from last year. I bought my original, um, which is not this guy, but actually this guy. He's the fixed version, 32 bucks. I bought this guy for $32 at a little mom and pop store. And then I found this guy at TJ Maxx for 16.99. Looks like someone had returned their busted version of Brainstorm, and I needed a second one to customize. So I said, you know what? Let me buy this guy. I'll tell the manager that it's broken, so maybe she could give me something off. She gave me $1 off, so it cost me 15 bucks instead of 16. Whoop de do. So I have some skills with toys, like with customizing and stuff. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna open this guy up and I'm gonna fix him because the problem that he had was he was in head mode, but his neck had snapped. To my surprise, I opened this guy and I found out I could not fix him. He was unfixable, if you can believe that. And you might be like, John or Aries 083, why isn't he fixable? What's the problema? The thing is, the neck snapped. I think these guys are distracting my camera. The neck snapped. Let me see if I could zoom in. Zoom. Take a picture. All right. Let me get these guys out of the way. I'm not going to edit any of this. All right. So, zoom. The neck snapped. And there's a little piece inside his torso, which is a rubber ball that allows the head to move around. That way, when he's plugged in, his neck. Let me zoom out. When he's plugged into the body, his neck has articulation. So there's like a little plastic ball in there connected to what the head is. A head is a stick. So, um, the little plastic ball connects to the head with a screw, but the screw, which if I had a screwdriver, I could screw. The screw is unscrewable. It's the head of the screw is like a nail. It's flat. There's no way of rescrewing the little ball into the neck. I tried pushing on the ball and then twisting my thumb while making pressure so I could screw it in. It got in a little bit, but it would always come off. So the final thing I had to do was I glued the neck and the ball together. So he's intact, but there's no articulation somewhere. And if you're a fan of my videos, you know that around this time, the Christmas season, there's a lot of toy discounts. I found Brainstorm at a discount toy store. I removed his price. Yeah. I tried to sell some online that no one was buying. But the thing is, if you're buying Brainstorm and you can have a look at the back of the packaging, you might know about the code. This guy has 42791 right here. This is the fixed version. But Sabertron.com said that the fixed version has like little elastics on his neck. but this guy doesn't. So I thought it was a broken one. I haven't opened him yet. I haven't manipulated him yet. But the same place where I bought him from, I got various brainstorms. In fact, I got two more in package that I've been trying to sell on eBay, but no one's biting. Uh, so the ones with the rubber band are fixed, but also this one's supposed to be fixed. At the same store, they also had the ones that aren't fixed. I think there's a lot of fives in it. It's like 4 5 5 5 1 or something. So the one with the seven, because seven's my lucky number, that's the one you should get. And if you're checking eBay, you could ask them if they have it loose. Ask them if it's busted. If they have it in package, ask them about this code. And if you want, Google it, or go to Sabertron.com's website, or Google Brainstorm Fix, Sabertron.com, and you'll be able to download the picture and send it to the seller. That way you don't get a defective Christmas toy, because that would really suck. All right, so this has been more than 3 minutes. This has been 6 minutes, so I will add the 3 minute moniker to the video description. So here we have Brainstorm. This is the fixed one. He's leaving. Hello. One thing I've noticed. Let's look at the robot mode first. Um, I he comes packaged with his wings like that, and I think I like it better because he takes up less space, less width, and he seems more dense. Like he seems thicker and not skinny. But you could in the IDW comics, they usually draw him with his wings spread out, but he takes up a lot of space like that. So I do like having the wings at least a little bit back, not all the way, but a little bit like this. Yes. Brainstorm has a headmaster gimmick where his head comes off when you open his cockpit and push this down, which I will not do because this is the busted version. I even put a let me see, yeah. I put a D inside the inside part of his arm, so I know this is the defective guy. Once you plug in the headmaster, you get the seat folds down and you get the tech specs. He has basic articulation. The only weapons that he comes with are these, but they look better on his back. The IDW version of the comic has him with these, but he also has a gun and a briefcase, which you can make. I'm gonna make one out of cardboard for him. He has articulation all the way. In robot mode, the only con that he has, the only defect he has, is his wrists are kind of floppy. But if you're like me and you're a customizer, you know that Pledge Floor Care Finish, it has to be the same one. It has to be multi-surface finish and floor care. So it used to be called Future. There's the barcode in case you need it. But with a little bit of this guy, you tighten those joints in no time. I use a syringe. I went to the Target pharmacy. I wanted to buy eyedroppers, and the girl gave me some free syringes, like for diabetics, but without the needle. It's just the plastic part. So I'll suck up some Future Shine and dip it on. I did that with Rhinox. His hips were really loose. So the only problem that Brainstorm has is loose wrist, which sinks ships. All right, let's take a look at him in. Okay, let's take a look at the jet mode. I already showed you guys Arcana, which is the headmaster. He has articulated arms, which are the flaps on the side of Brainstorm's head. If he wasn't broken, he'd have a ball jointed neck. He has hips and knees, but his legs are stuck together. And they also come apart sometimes, but you could snap them back in. The cock, I panel lined this jet. And there's the seat with the tech specs up. So you could put a little Arcana in there, so he could pilot himself. It's kind of weird because in the Headmaster's cartoon, they do a lot of swapping of heads and piloting their own bodies, so it's kind of weird. Usually I keep the wings at an angle, but they're articulated, so you could put them like that. You could bring them down as part of the transformation. He has a landing gear down here, and you could connect the guns to the front of the nose. And his arms fold back in transformation, as well as his legs. They peg to his back. And they have this little thing here, which serves as landing gear. I painted all of this, and that is the little plug-in for the head. So there he is in jet mode. I'm gonna point out, since I was looking at this, G1 Hexatron. He's another YouTuber. He's one of the hosts of the Cybercast. He said that the problem with the Headmaster is this: it's too tight. What I did to fix it is that with my hobby knife, I shaved the sides. I think I shaved it a little too much, so he was loose. And then I used some Future Shine to tighten that back up. Alright, so I'm going to transform him. And let's see if the Headmaster gimmick works. Take off this. Meow, meow, meow. Oh. Doop, doopy, doopy, doop. And this comes back here. Woo! Boom. You have to unpeg the arms from the legs and bring the legs down. Sorry. Don't. Bring the legs out and down, and then they could come together. And the tail pegs into here. You see? Shake your tail feather. Then you open these, bring out the legs, close them. The arms, you have to swivel them around. Open this, take them out. It's a fairly simple transformation, and like all of the Generation figures, his weapons can be pegged onto his body. Like Mater said, she likes me for my body. So there you have the body of Brainstorm. Transform! So to transform little Arcana to the head, just fold his legs over. Connect here. And the arms, they don't peg into anywhere, but just make sure they're lined up with the head. And there you have Brainstorm. There's a slot in the front. There's a slot in the front that pegs into a little part here. So all you gotta do is put that in, and voila. Now since he's fixed, there goes the neck articulation, so he can only look forward. But he's looking good, the Brainstorm. If you can, find this guy. I would recommend you get him. We're getting more headmasters for the Titan Wars line. They're not the scale, Skull Cruncher and Hardhead. They're deluxe scale, not Voyager scale. Some people are upset about that. I don't care. I I collect. I got these big guys because I got them cheap, but I wouldn't be paying 20 to 30 to get multiple. I'd rather pay like $11 to $15 to get multiple deluxes than 20 to 30 to get multiple Voyagers. But since I got this guy at a discount store, I got more. I'm Aries 083, and I'll see you guys on the flip side. Bye.